Good morning. You're watching Fresh TV, and I'm Julie DiLorenzo, your host for this segment. And I am so excited to be here in Bristol, Indiana, and we are talking with Tracy Lane, and she is one of the new co-owners of Camille's of Bristol. And if you haven't been in here, you better hurry up and get out here to check this place out. It is awesome. I've been here several times as a shopper, which is how we got to know each other, Tracy. And I'm just excited to let everyone know about your new store here. And we're going to talk, first of all, just a little bit about your background and you know, how you became to be a florist.
Well, I was not raised by my grandparents, but I was raised around both my grandmothers, and they were into flowers, gardening, the old-fashioned gardens. And I think I just learned it at an early age that I just loved what I saw. Right. So that's how I got started. And then as I got older, I thought, oh, it'll be so much fun to work in a floral shop. So I took some floral classes, and not knowing what I was doing, I actually opened up my own shop and was smart enough to hire someone who did know what they were doing and just took it from there. I sold it when we moved up to northern Indiana. That was in central Indiana. And I worked around here in the area for a long time, and then just recently decided I think it's time to do my own thing.
Right. And you know, I think for me, I love learning hands-on with somebody. I think sometimes that's such a better teacher, you know, than sitting in a classroom and, you know, being on your own. I think you can just develop so many great ideas from other master designers. And that was what I was going to ask you is, why Bristol? How did you pick Bristol?
Well, I live in Bristol. I've lived here for about 12 years. Unfortunately, I have to admit, I used to just get in my car and drive into Elkhart and work in Elkhart. And then I saw this house, and it needed some tender, loving care. One thing led to another, and I got involved. And the community has been awesome, absolutely awesome. I can't tell you how supportive, encouraging, just everything, more than I imagined, from businesses, from the individuals, people walking by on the sidewalks when we were working on the house were just so encouraging. And now they're coming in. So
it is a lovely, lovely home. I mean, it caught my eye before I even knew that, you know, you were in here. And then the next thing that caught my eye was the sign, and that's what made me pull in. It's just the lovely home, and all the restoration you did to it is great. Well, let's talk a little bit about what sets Camille's of Bristol apart from maybe some of the other floral shops.
I think that the house is the basis for everything, and then when we furnish the house with our product, our inventory, we tried to make sure that we had a little bit of everything for everybody's pocketbook, for everybody's taste, for interior decor. And then, of course, we're first and foremost a floral shop. You know, we do fresh flowers, we do weddings, we do funerals, we do it all. But then we added vintage. Couldn't really say antiques. I don't know. There's a zoning issue, but we added. I had to add that.
Yeah.
We did.
Vintage just sounds so much more updated anyway.
It does, and so we added vintage upstairs. Kind of mix some old with some new, and people love it. Absolutely love it. We've got clothing, we've got books, we've got pictures, we've got country. We've just got a little bit of everything.
Right, right. And you've got some great decor and gift items as well. You know, speaking that you're not just a floral shop. I mean, you have everything from silks to jewelry to candles. Let's talk about some of your more popular items. I know the candles I bought right away the first day I came in.
Yep, we do sell a lot of candles. We picked up Lakeshore Candle Company because it is a close, made in Michigan, small family-owned business. They are soy-based, which everybody wants soy-based. They have great scents. They're going to change with the seasons. And we just thought it was great to stay made local. We also carry root candles, which are made in Ohio. They're a little bit bigger company. Still, I mean, they're obviously a great candle. I love root candles, but I just wanted to stay local. So Ohio, Michigan, you can't get much more local than that, except Indiana. Yeah. Any great candle people out there, give me a call.
Yeah. Well, and some of the great decor items you have is lamps, you have vases, you have, you know, some of the things you can see behind us here, everything, silk decorations, live and silk flowers for, you know, decorating a room, but mirrors, I mean, artwork for the walls, everything. Anything I'm forgetting?
No, I think we tried to, you've got it all. We tried to do a little bit of everything. Jewelry has surprised us how well jewelry has done. I don't know why, because I love jewelry, so I guess that's why I chose to put a lot of jewelry in. Purses have done really well. We went with the free trade. We went with some free trade purses, which that has been received really well. And for all of you who understand, or not free trade, I'm sorry, fair trade. For all of you who understand that those have been received really, really well. And we just tried to get a little bit of everything: lip gloss, keychains, books, just a little bit of everything.
Right. Well, and let's talk about, obviously, back to the floral side of the business. You do parties, you do weddings, and you probably like to have people come in and just kind of give you a little consultation on what they're looking for. Anything particular that you like people to have in mind when they do come in to speak with you?
Well, I always tell when I meet with the new bride for the first time, and there are two things that I have to say about brides today. Number one, they have wonderful access to magazines and the internet for their ideas, which is great. It's also a nightmare, I'm not going to lie about that, because a lot of times you can't do what they want you to do for the budget they want you to do it. Right. But I work really hard to do that, right, to give them as close to the look as I can. They bring in pictures, they bring in magazines, they make my job easy. Really, really easy as far as knowing their personality, knowing their looks, and we just take it from there.
Do you do like a little sample piece for them to come back in and look at it before the last decision's made?
If they would like that, we do. It's not so much a norm around here. I think it is maybe in a lot of bigger cities do that, but budget is everything.
Well, you do have a great consultation room with the table, so if they want to get a feel of what maybe their centerpiece is going to look like at a table, exactly, you have that capability.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And when I say I don't make it up a final thing, because the final thing, but I will pull all of the flowers together, take them into the cooler. We do work on things that way. So yeah, I guess I should answer that question differently. Right. Yeah.
Well, like I said earlier, she is located in the heart of Bristol here, right on Vistula, which if you don't know what that is, it's State Road 120. Mm-hmm. But let's the folks know your hours and maybe a way they can get a hold of you via the phone.
Okay. We are open 8:30 to 5:30, Monday through Friday, Saturday 9 to 4, and our phone number is 848-4904.
All right, and one last thing we want to tell everybody is that we are celebrating the upcoming Bristol Homecoming, and we tell them what you're going to offer for the people who mention this show.
For everybody that mentions this show, we're going to give you 10% off store-wide. Doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter if it's something, flowers you want delivered or something in the shop, 10% off. And then we also do deliver, wanted to let you know, we deliver to Bristol, Middlebury, Union, Elkhart, and Goshen.
I'm so glad you brought that up because the Michigan is just across. You could walk to the Michigan line, so all those people in Constantine, all those areas, give you a call because you can service them as well.
That sounds good.
Well, thank you very much. It was so exciting to talk to Tracy Lane here at Camille's of Bristol, right on Vistula. We'll be back in a moment after this short break.